Let's go get ready to learn with new different ideas in this video lesson. You will be with Teacher G. Great day everyone! Welcome to Teacher G's class. I am Teacher Gerald and I will be your teacher in English 6. Today, we will be learning about figures of speech, specifically hyperbole and irony. Our most essential learning competency in this lesson is to identify real or make-believe, fact or non-fact images. As we begin our lesson for today, let us first define what is a figure of speech. Figure of speech. It is a way of speaking or writing in which the writer or the speaker describes things in new or different ways. It is also called as figurative language. Now, we will be listening to a conversation of Rald and Ge. Please stay tuned and listen to the conversation. Ge, my pet dog Aki died yesterday and I cried a river. Oh yes, I'm happy to hear that, Rald. Now, you can look for a new pet. But my heart is bleeding with sadness. Well, go to the party so that you'll forget about Aki. You are one lucky fellow, for you know you have an angel. The question now is, can Rald cry a river? Or is it okay with Ge to be happy when Rald's pet dog died? Or does the heart bleed because of sadness? That is what you call a figurative language or figure of speech. It is a different way of expressing ideas by using symbols, figures, or likenesses. It is the opposite of the literal language because it does not directly what a person has in mind. Some examples of figurative language are simile, metaphor, and personification. Simile, it is a comparison of two unlike objects by using the words like and as. While the metaphor is a direct comparison of two unlike objects without using as or like. And personification is giving human qualities to places, objects, or inanimate things. In addition, we also have hyperbole and irony, in which we have heard a while ago in the conversation we have listened to. Hyperbole is a figure of speech that expresses overstatement or exaggeration of a particular condition. It is also called hyperbolic statement. In the conversation, "Can I cry a river and my heart is bleeding?" are an example of hyperbolic statement. Some of the examples that we have with regards to hyperbole are, "My world is upside down." "Your voice is deafening." "The heat of my body can produce fire." So these are some of the examples of hyperbole. Now, let's move on with irony. Irony, on the other hand, is a figure of speech that expresses contrary or opposite of what should one really think, especially in order to be funny. It is also called an ironic statement. The words used in ironic statements expresses approval or praise. However, its real purpose is to criticize, ridicule, or mock. In the conversation, the statement of Ge that he was happy about the death of the dog rather than being sad for it is an example of ironic statement. That is hyperbole and irony, two of the many figurative language in the English language. Now, we are going to have an activity. And today's activity, we are going to identify if the statement shown is a hyperbole or exaggeration, something that is unbelievable to happen, or it is an irony which expresses contrary or opposite of what is said. Number 1, the police station gets robbed by the policeman on duty. Is it a hyperbole or irony? The correct answer is irony. Number 2, my dad will kill me when he comes home and sees our home in chaos. Is it a hyperbole or irony? And the correct answer is hyperbole. Number 3, I turned the house upside down before finding my new pair of shoes. Is it a hyperbole or irony? The correct answer is hyperbole. Number 4, a newly hired pilot was afraid of heights. Is it a hyperbole or irony? And the correct answer is irony. And the last, number 5, he runs faster than the wind. Is it a hyperbole or irony? The correct answer is hyperbole. And that is our activity. I know you did well and great job. Let us remember that figurative language or figure of speech is a way of speaking or writing in which the writer or speaker describes things in different ways. Hyperbole, as an example, is an overstatement or exaggeration that are almost impossible to believe since they may never exist or happen. Irony, on the other hand, expresses ideas or situations that are opposite or in contrast of what is expected to happen or what is said in mind. Analyzing figure of speech requires understanding their meaning and use in sentences. Each figure of speech has its distinct and unique characteristics. Clue words found in sentences usually give a clear picture or idea on what figure of speech was used. Unconsciously, we also use figure of speech in expressing our everyday ideas, may it be written or expressed orally. This concludes our lesson for today. I hope you learned something from it. So once again, this is Teacher Gerald, and stay tuned for another video lesson. Goodbye!
Open your hearts and then your minds. Make a big smile because English is fun. Look at your notes, listen to us. Learning is fun because English is fun. Words and language is what we should learn. Listen to us and surely you learn. Open your hearts, then your minds. Make a big smile because English is fun.